Hello everybody and welcome back to Frostpunk. Today we are going to be reattempting the Fall of Winterhome scenario. Now I've tried this a couple of times and both times it has kind of ended poorly, mainly because I have not been ready for some of the stuff that it was going to throw at me. However, I think I'm going to try and take a more measured approach today. Normally I run it all willy-nilly, turn everything up to max speed and just kind of go. But I think that I need to plan, I need to prepare, I need to be more thorough, and I need to be smarter. So immediately I'm going to press pause. And then we are going to zoom around, we're going to just have a look at what we've got. Because I remember, we have some medical areas over here, although immediately on day 2 those kind of become useless if I don't have any heating over there. I also have some stuff back here, where we've got a few hunters' huts, a gathering post here, which is currently meant to be set up to use this coal thumper. We've got a cookhouse here, which I don't think is actually the most useful thing. And another medical outpost, as I mentioned. We've now got near the start, we've got a cookhouse, we've got a public house. Now, the fact that the public house has got weather insulation here, it's got quite good building insulation. I don't know why it's so close in. As well with this. I feel like if I was to immediately disassemble some of these, I could bring in, because that would give me 15 wood, this would give me good more wood, because then I could bring in and have some of these tents that are out the back here should really be this close in, so I can actually do some stuff with it. So, my first plan of action is going to be, I also quite think that maybe a second one of these is worth doing, because I currently need to come up with a tech, and I also need to come up with a book of laws, but we'll get to that in a second. My first plan is to look at what else I can do. So over in this area, we do have some issues with the steel ruins over here, which I don't know quite what that was for, but we do have a lot of coal deposits over here that we could start getting a go at, as well as another gathering post with a coal thumper. Now, we have a lot of people, and we have a lot of area to clear here. So, I wanted to debate whether or not, something I've not tried before, is if I can fit a gathering post in anywhere here. Because that is probably the better way of doing this. Because if I can put that in there and then just get a load of people, maybe even some engineers working on that, then I feel like we will be making a lot more progress on what is being collected. So if I put one of those there, I could also sneak one around the back over here somewhere. I think that's the only perfect location for one. Besides that, you do have that, I suppose, which could be useful for gathering all this, but I kind of want to get this bit out of the way. So we'll destroy natural resources. Will it really? But I suppose that once it's done, I could also then, what's the word? I was thinking, because there could do it, but there also, I know it says it will destroy natural resources. That's the thing that's annoying me. The fact that it says destroy rather than, or is that just wood? Oh, it's wood. I can deal with wood being destroyed there. So I'm going to put one in there as well. That removes all my wood for now. But we are also going to do our smart thing, which is to remove this public house. And we are going to remove, we'll keep the cookhouse close in, because that is useful. I feel like I want to make it so that we're making soup, though, because that's going to be something that's quite good. And I want to remove this hunter's hut and then build more hunter's huts around the back here. This is going to be my hunter's area. And we're going to replace the houses that we're going to lose around the outside here with houses closer in. I should also then start to think about assigning people. So I immediately want to assign some people here. Can't really make anything straight away, but it is good to have them in there. In terms of a sawmill, like this is a good selection of wood, but I'm not sure there's the best place for it. Because I mean, there are some other areas that do have a good chunk of wood. And it's more about gathering stuff right now. And I also think that maybe, if we look back here, there's a whole load. So if I was to maybe, there's some steel ruins over here, which is interesting, and I don't normally deal with them. But if I was to get rid of you, and then get rid of this, because this is, I don't think, doing anything for me. It's keeping some of the stuff warm over here, but if I could really start to do stuff in the middle, then it would be a lot better. So, I do think this is another thing for the chopping block, and I think that this also, I don't think is useful. Because we're going to try and bring everything in closer, so I'm not using as many of these. And then I could also dismantle some of this stuff and bring working areas a bit more into focus, and bring maybe some of these a bit closer. That's a target. Okay, we're going to start there. How many people do we have left? We've got a lot of people left. I should probably get a few people on these coal thumpers here. So that's smart. And I will also get someone on the steelworks just to keep this going. This I think I do want on. But these two are so close together. Like, I don't know where this is, but I feel like this is already doing most of the job for me, so I'm going to delete this one, especially considering there's one here as well, which is currently not doing anything good for me. Look at all this road. Can I not just get rid of this road? But I think this one is also... This one is really not doing anything for me, so this one can also be ripped up for now. And then up here we can do a lot of stuff. So I'm getting a lot of rid of the stuff that is not useful, which is something I've not done in this run before. And then we're going to focus our interests on getting as much of the stuff close by as we can get. I think now is a time to go forward. I may send some people specifically to get these closer ones, though. Because I want to clear the areas that are closest to us immediately. And I've also got children to use, I remember. This is one thing that we are kind of, I don't say forced into using, but we do therefore have them. So I'm going to focus on this for now and get these closer ones sorted, and then we'll focus on maybe using the kids in actually some of these closer ones is not a silly idea. Good. That snow pit needs to be demolished. Oh, and okay, I need to build another snow pit, but that's easy because I can just do that without any resources. Where is the best place to put one of these? Because I just need to get it out of the way. Somewhere that we don't really think about it. And we're not going to get any heat to. We don't need to worry about heat to. I think back here makes the most sense. So I'm going to build that over there just to get rid of this one here because it's just in the way. Then we're going to keep using kids to just kind of take out a lot of what we can here. As soon as we get a thing with, what's it called? These also need to be taken down. And then I feel like these ones, these wooden ruins, I kind of want to, maybe I'll send some of these guys in there. Then we're going to send, also obviously need to fill these up. So that's important. I also want to make sure that this front one is where I'm going to put people for now. Back here, we also need to fill up as much as we can on these ones. This one I think should be on this, and I feel like because as soon as we're going to be able to get rid of those, the better. Is this another one of these? Yeah. At the moment, actually, these should all remain on 24-hour, just while we are trying our hardest to deal with all the situations. But as we're pulling things closer, it can be this is the area that's always warm with all the houses, and this is where we are working during the day. And that's kind of how we want to set this all up. Okay, we've still got a few good selection of people. We need to get some people onto that there, which is good. And so that one should be fine, because that is working over here. Maybe if we clear out this area, we can do some useful things here. Because that will be nice and warm most of the time, so this area will be nice for children to work in. I'm then running low on people now, but I think that maybe just sending a few more people out and about. I've realised I can maybe, if I was to do this and then do this, that is, I feel like something that's going to happen. That should be fine. And I could even put kids back here as well to work on that, just because it feels like that's working. Then I need to start getting these guys in the way. So if I was to say send some of these guys into that and that, and that, and I've got 5 engineers left to work. I don't know where I'll get them working. You know what, I'll keep them clear, because then I can start to do some stuff in the middle as well. Or maybe I should keep a few of these guys back, and maybe take a few off of these areas. Yeah, let's take some off these guys. Do this. Take the engineers off there. Take another engineer off there. Kind of want to keep engineers available, because they can also then... what's the word? I'll take some workers off of these places, like so. And then I'll put some regular workers into there. Perfect. So this is what we're going to do to start with. And I think that this is currently off, but we will turn it on very soon. We've got a decent range setting, I think. But we're going to go. We're going to go at full speed initially. Although it's going to slow me down immediately. But then as soon as we get to work time, I want to see how this all works today. Things are being pulled down. So this close thing has already been pulled down. And we've also got a lot of wood from that. Because you can only make one of these, but it's a very, very useful thing to do. Do I go for the bunkhouse method? Because I could maybe fit 2 of those in there. And that'll be nice and close and nice and warm for this. I think so. Because then there's also this area back here, which seems to be another thing that got cleared. But I don't know what I could quite do with this. Nothing there that's useful. Or nothing really here that's useful. I could use a charcoal kiln. That's something that could be very useful to have. Is there a wall drill spot? Let's see. There is one over here, so that is a useful thing to know. This area over here being available as well is quite good. Because I feel like there gives me the opportunity just to get a load of wood constantly. So I'll think about that as a use for this. I also do have the luxury very, very soon of... I don't need that, sorry. There is my beacon here, which I just need a bit more wood, and then I can get some people on the go for. I also want to look at my tech, and I need to think about maybe this steam range upgrade. And then we're going to go for the Book of Laws, and I can immediately start to think about one of these other bits and pieces. This one's too low. I hope it's too low to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is radical treatment, just so we can look after these people. Let us keep moving very, very slowly. We're going to see a lot of our numbers shoot up, which gives us a lot of abilities. And then we need to start thinking about a few other bits and pieces. So our snow pit over here has been done, so we can now demolish this one, which is somewhere hidden amongst all of this. Where is it? There? Yes, let's delete that snow pit, because then we can put it somewhere else. We've already lost a load of people, which is a bit shame, but there we go. I could, right now, go for the method of... I do think it's better just to get these guys as close as possible. If I do 1, 2 there, that brings in a lot of much more abilities to do some stuff. And then I also need to start thinking about kind of these guys that are... So you're not on. Oh, okay, because I haven't turned the generator on yet. So let's turn the generator on to 1. Just for now, just to see where this kind of goes. And I can then go into temperatures. So in temperature mode, I can see which areas are kind of in bad areas. So if I was to go to here, if I then go to bunkhouse and then turn this on, can I see immediately? I can. It's not the best looking thing ever, but at least it lets me see where the worst places for living are. So, yeah, this area seems to be pointless. This area is quite a good collection, I'm thinking. This area I feel like I could warm up with a steam hub. I think a steam hub over here would make the most sense. And try and get in as much, or maybe a bit closer in. So if I was to do this, whereas if I go tech, steam hub, I feel like there is the place to go for it. I don't want those back two involved at all. But there is the way to go, because that will keep all of this area warm. I can then focus my efforts on the bunkhouses in other areas, so this area will soon become warmer. Or even though, I was about to say, even in the areas where there are some of these things, the tents aren't particularly warm, I don't think. So, maybe if I keep focusing on getting as much of these into these as I can. There we go. So we're going to just now focus on getting as much wood as we can get, and then we're going to really focus on getting these all worked up and built. Good. So if I now go to bunkhouse... We're just focusing on these areas back here. Stuff that's further away, I think, goes best first. There we go. I'm hoping that with these abilities here... What's this saying? Do less harm immediately. Yes, we're going to go for that. I was about to say, because I'm hoping that these guys, for example here, we should start to see areas with fewer people. If I can jump around these, there are any that are now empty. Oh, there's going to be none that are empty while I'm upgrading. That's absolutely fine. That makes a lot of sense. I'm happy with that. Good. What's this one over here saying? This is a gathering post, which I need to put some people in. And there was also another gathering post here, which has got some people in. And this is going to be the method I'm going to use to grab most of the stuff, which is actually the main plan. Okay, it's coming to the end of working time. We have got this, and we've got these now, which is good. If I quickly look here, we can see that we're actually not doing too badly in terms of the amount of coal that's coming in, which is good. And now if I was to look at this, we have now got wider ranges on all of these, which is very, very good. Which is nice. So even some of these tents that are... Although these are the ones I'm upgrading. So they become livable at the moment, and I could then hopefully push this up. My target also now is this area back here. Yes, this area here. I do want to get some people on these as quickly as possible. Given that how many people are kind of working on these close by ones, I'm going to take a bit of this off. 10 here, and we're going to focus our energies back here as much as we can. I need more people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of want to get myself these coal mines up and running. Because if the coal mines become up and running... In fact, I will use some of my engineers to get this up and running. Because with... if I go to resources and then immediately go to coal mine... I can get one of them already. I want to get these 2 fixed. That gives me an opportunity to be a bit more liberal with my heating systems. Because this over here is a really good one, and my range settings being pretty strong is also quite good. Because look, this and this are now keeping more things warm. I also need to be a bit aware of the kind of areas here, because you're now on number 3, which is doing alright to keep a lot of stuff thing, but our consumption right now is not the best. So if I go to technology now, I could go for an efficiency upgrade. I think an efficiency upgrade is actually the smartest thing, because that will keep us in a situation where we are doing pretty strong. But I am also then going to go for I think a resource depot somewhere. But these don't need to be warm. So I'll put one of those back there, and then we're going to keep our target of getting as many bunkhouses as I can. I think going for, what's it called? Okay, we're out of steel, but that's fine. We're getting some more steel tomorrow. And we should be focusing on a few other areas. Yep, we're using a steam core over there. That's nice. We've run out of time, but a lot of things are being built. I've got to try and heat some homes, but we're about to get even colder. And I'm about to grow some more, so I'm not going to address that right now. I feel like that's just a trap right now for me, which is a shame. We are now hopefully going to force ourselves a bit more heat, which is always very, very good. I think that clearing out some areas closer by and closer in is very good. We are doing alright on this front, because if we look here now, I'm hoping that some of these become inhabited very soon. Because these are further out, yes, but they are now more comfortable than, say, these tents. I feel like if I was to... I don't know, if I was to then go here and say, leave, they immediately re-look. So if I do that again, good. We're getting rid of some of these guys in these areas, because they're... Although that was in the zone. But that's fine, we'll get rid of those guys. We've now got a proper own coal mine, which is nice, and these areas are moving next to be up and running. We also have some piles of coal here, in this coal thumper, which I think is being used and gathered, so this area is working nicely, as is this area. We're doing alright. We're doing okay, actually. So these bunkhouses are nice. Is there any other tents that are just, like, not really functioning? I don't know how many people we have versus the amount of tents. I wish there was a way of showing that. Because if I was to go for, like, if I was to lean over tents, I can count them up, I suppose, but then I'd have to count up all of them. With those ones being destroyed, I think we are pretty solid. I've got a lot of wood. I'm just trying to work out what I can use the wood for. I could use this to try and push up hope, which I think is something I need to be doing. I could go for this way and increase some watchtowers to go for this method. Normally I go for the faith version. But let's go for this. Let's try our hardest on this and see what I need. I think I need some steel for this. I only need 5, so I could make both of these now, actually. As a method for, like, keeping everyone nice and happy. I could put one there. And there are a lot of people living over this area. So if I was to put one there, that's another one that's good. And I can use a little bit of road just to get this. But hopefully those will both be built. And I can get a decent amount of hope immediately. So we're getting more wood from those. And we're getting these up and running. I do need to get some workers on them. I feel like very soon a lot of this area will start to... If I take off 5 of these guys and 5 of this guys... We can then immediately populate these guys and keep them working, which should be very good. So these areas over here are a very, very cold area. It's making me a little bit nervous that things could get worse in terms of illness, because I'm already at 56, 59 people ill. I'm hoping that we are going to get one of these. Did this get built over here? I was building a thing. Yes, I want to get this for coal, because then we can immediately start stockpiling. I also do need to focus on getting more of this people on coal mining duty, which is also something that is worthwhile doing. There anywhere that I can take some workers from? Lots of children working over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I'll take from there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Because as we're working today, a lot of this will be good. If I do this, how is our consumption now looking? We are now looking at a decent number. I could, if I was to push this up to 2, it'd probably be awful. But for now, we're doing alright. I think this is the way to go. Looking at our numbers, we've got some wooden depletions, and we've got a voice in the ruins over here. I'm going to take kids off of here. I believe it was this one. And I'm going to replace the workers, them with workers here. I think, given I think that that was it. And I'm also going to take the kids off of there. I feel like moving kids into these closer areas is the smart move. So I'm going to do this and this. And then over here, this and this are going to be smart ways to getting rid of everything. This is doing well. Looking at all of our numbers and things, we're doing pretty well. I could pick up a few more medical outposts. Maybe one in here, inside the zone, and a couple more over here could work. Yeah, I'm going to put 1, I'm going to put 2, I'm going to put 3, I think, and then get some workers on those. A lot of wooden things are being depleted. We're getting some hope because things are clearing, which is a big step. I'm hoping that these guys are starting to move a bit quicker, but I think that they're as best as they can be. I'm worried a bit about the number of people ill, but we're hoping to improve our medical outposts very soon as well. Lots of wooden ruins are being depleted. I think this area is starting to become the place to be. Bunkhouses, again, I'm going to start by putting a few of these guys out. This area seems to be an interesting area to have them in. I kind of want to focus on the areas that are going to keep them in, which is interesting. We're using a lot of wood. I feel like maybe making a... we've got some frostbite, yes. I'm thinking that maybe... Oh, I lost the train of thought because they told me about frostbite. Oh, good, look at these areas. This is just looking a lot better. I think that these areas are eventually going to be taken out and replaced in the center, so maybe I should just keep doing that. Because it would be very, very good for me to do that. These areas are probably working hard on getting rid of them, as is this. Okay. Okay. So these areas are being heated up because they are within this zone. I feel like I want to just move in and say... Because these only take 10 steel each, and I could really fit a load of them in here. 1, 2... They're all within this zone, which is being heated up constantly. Which is very, very good. What's being said over here? Fewer amputations. Amazing. This has now been built. Okay, I now need to just get my engineers back. My engineers are probably not worth being on there. Now that we've got a lot of people as well, we're going to start sending our engineers just to heal as many people as we can. Let's keep moving. Where are our engineers? There are 9 of them in here. We're going to take them off and do all of that in there. We can also look engineers. There's 10 of them over here in this gathering post. Take those off and put those in there, which is good. And then where are my other engineers working that are not being productive? I think that's all of them being in productive, useful places. Apart from clearing this. Yes, that should be all people like that. Then we can start to improve upon our medical care facilities, which is going to be big. I could probably fit one in there. I'm also bringing houses in as well, but this is important. Is that in? Yes, it is. Good. We're starting to really focus on this as well. And we're getting so much coal. This is doing well. And the generator efficiency is improved. Nice. This is looking this is looking very good. In terms of technology, we could do another one. If I go now to resources, I could improve coal mining optimization. Or I could go for this, which is 600 as opposed to 240. I just need a little bit more wood, which I'm thinking I could, even though... Oh, it's still work time. Come on, there we go. We are going to make steel coal mines, because then we can start to collect as much coal as we need. Okay, good. We're doing all right. This area is pretty bad. A lot of ruins are being depleted. A medical outpost over here is nice. Nice. We're going to get this up and running. Did I get the one over here built yet? No. But I'm thinking, in terms of... What's it called? I could just build tents close by. But I think that we are doing all right in terms of... I'm just trying to work out, where are my tents? Because there are probably some of these that are now empty. If I go to tents and see if any of these are empty. Yeah, there are some that can definitely be destroyed. 6. So some of them that are in awkward areas. Oh, is it all houses? Is this also what we're doing? Bunkhouses, bunkhouses. I was about to say, I thought I clicked on tents. We did. So if I start to focus on getting rid of these tents that are being kind of useless for me. If If I do that and that, there should be places for you guys to live. I could even start to remove some of these, maybe? Yep, we have got enough. Okay, I think that's enough for now, and we're going to just hopefully use a lot of that to bring it in. Great, we pulled one out there, which is very, very good. I should be focusing on getting as much energy, what's the word? Okay, we've got a lot of that now, which is good. We're building another one of those back there. Another one is here as well, good. And one of these as well is good. Nice. I'm feeling quite strong now, because these areas are going to are quite cold currently, which is a shame, but we are focusing and we are getting a decent chunk of food. Now that we've actually cleared a lot of these areas, I kind of want to use the opportunity. If I can now go for resources, gathering posts. I kind of feel like I want to sneak some further back now. This area back here has now got one. If I was to put one there, that gathers the coal, but also the other stuff that I need, so that's a really useful one to have, which is good. If I go for a gathering post over here as well, I was about to say, I feel like gathering posts are already in use in a lot of places. I feel like up here is one to go for there as well. Let's go for those. I feel like up here, something I could do is heat up this area. Because I feel like if I go to tech and then go for steam hubs, eventually this area is going to need them. And I think that placing one there gives us the opportunity to keep this entire area nice and toasty. One thing I haven't been doing is I haven't been getting some people up and out, which should be actually a priority tomorrow, I think. But for now, we're doing alright. We're pushing down on the number of sick people, and tomorrow I'm also going to focus on getting a lot of energy. A lot of energy? What am I saying? A lot of food on the go, because I've got 81 people to use, and that's going to be my next target, is to bring ourselves into a situation. Another gathering post, please, which is good. And I think we have now got more people currently being treated than are sick, and that for me is a big bonus. I mean, we're about to get some more temperature rises, so that should be strong. I'm just a little bit low on wood right now, which is a little bit of a worry. I kind of want to make sure I get the wood steel drill very soon, although I'm getting the steel coal mine very quickly, which is very, very nice as well. Like, this is currently now going down, I know, but we are hopefully in the day going to be able to push it up. Look how many people get sick overnight, though. That is a big problem. So this area now being on is very, very good. Although I do think that this one can definitely only be on during the night. I was about to say, is there any houses now in this area? Yeah, no, there aren't. So I can turn that on just during the day. This one has got some houses, and this one's got some houses and some medical facilities. Pretty much anything that's got medical facilities near it needs to have people working. Okay, so we're now going to start looking at all this. We've got a lot of wood and ruins depleted. So let's keep people working as much as they can. A lot of these are iron, actually. Do I have any more wooden things collected? There we go, this area. Wood, nice. Get some children involved in some of it. But overall, I think we're doing okay. And then I need to also think about this wood drill so I can have a constant stream of it. Yep, let's get the wood drill up and running. It means we're out of wood for the time being, but I feel like it's going to be a big step in the right direction. Good. Just because then I can produce that and also then use charcoal. Oh, good. Look at all this stuff being produced. Look at all the steel we have, which is nice. These close-in areas, I do still feel like bringing houses in is the way to go. Because, like, these areas back here are just going to be cold. Even with a raise in temperature, these guys just don't need to be like that. So if I was to go back to people and build bunkhouses, I could definitely build 2 there. Can fit 1 in there. Yeah, this is the way to do it. We're getting a lot of wood. Now this is already up and running for us, which is good. A timely intervention. Glad it ended well. We are focusing quite well. We're doing alright. We've got 7 more days to do that, and that's alright. Bringing people as close in as we can is good. Now I need to focus on getting more food production situations now. If I go to food, I can make some of these. Now this is something that's interesting. I'm curious as to where I could fit some of these in, and they're being close to a... It's annoying that I can't use back here. That is definitely close enough to be used, which is nice. And I was about to say, is it worth me cancelling these? If I do that and I do that, because I could then easily fit in a hothouse here. And then I need to start sending people out to get more of those steam hubs. So if I was to go to the Dreadnought, I think that's the way to go. But I think that therefore having both of those on the go gives us even more food. And we're getting about to get heat. And we're looking at steam coal mines. So that would be the thing to do once I get action here. Okay, we've cleared one of them. The other one should be cleared relatively soon. I also do want to increase our Hunter's Hut supply. Not that I need them close to areas, actually. They can be in colder areas. I think there is a good spot. And I think there's a good spot. Use a little bit of road to just go up here. Nice. Did I build one over here in the end as well? I did not. What's this saying? Mostly cleared ruins. Yes, we're doing well. We are doing well. We're almost at low enough discontent. Maybe if I go down here and I can now look at guard stations. They will raise the hope of people living by. People will lower discontent. And I can use them to break up protests, which is nice. And they, I think, are the ones that I can actually... 20 wood. But they are, I think... What's it called? Upgraded here. 8 and 8. Nice. Let's build both of those. Which is good. And hopefully those will do some good stuff. Okay, we've now got enough people to be working on these and get some more food. Yep, I can try and open a new medical outpost as soon as possible. We'll get this one up and running as well, which is good. And we do need to choose on the next thing here. I think the next one has to be this medical interventions here, which is nice. But we are about to get a bit warmer, which is always a positive. About to say a steam coal mine I could upgrade there, and I could also get some more steam mines over there. That's my next plan of action, but for now I think we're doing okay. Getting all this wood every single day is good. That's up and running. This one's up and running as well, I believe. What's this saying? I need to start thinking about the care home and things like that, but my hope is a lot higher than it has been in previous runs of this game. We've got some more of that, which is pushing this up, and we can even put a load of these guys into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm starting to think that maybe even a heater over here is the way to go. I think that is the way to go. Tech. Because I'm a little bit worried about how cold everyone is getting here. I can just delete it afterwards, but it's just for now we're going to get people feeling a bit off. I need to put people into here. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. This is a nice little area. In fact, these guys are very, very almost done. I'm going to take more and more people off of these and put them into here, which is good. This area over here is a bit cold, but these are all being on at night during the day, so this should warm up these areas. And we should be in the question of moving forward. Nice. We're bringing in more food from all of our extra food resources, but we are just a little bit stick on the sickness. More food rations here. We'll take those, but we're going to move on to some cracked ice, because I do need to make sure I get some steam hubs very soon. Okay, good. We're doing alright. Consumption-wise, we are doing more than we need, and we're about to get warm, which is, I think, a big step forward for us in terms of keeping people well. Nice. I now need to just start focusing, I think, on health, because I can easily fit in a couple more of these guys all over the place. We are very much in a situation now where I'm going to be focusing... Oh, look at this area. Oh, this one should be only 8 till 6. And if I go here and look at consumption... Oh my goodness, we're doing amazing. Oh, I feel quite strong now. I'm hoping to get more and more of these. This is another one of these, which is going to be good. We're going to get more hope rising. We're going to put more people into here as well to get more hope rising. I need to get some more people there. If I go for engineers, anything... I feel like I've run out of engineers, which is interesting. Not something I've thought about in this situation. But, yeah, maybe I will take a few people off here and put them in here, just so we have another one operational, which is good. Yes, that kid can stop working, which is a shame, but, yes. Given especially that I'm mostly using these guys for other things, I kind of want to get people operational in a few other areas, but I'm also now going to focus on getting... If I look at temperatures, we've got some tents still that need to be upgraded, or I can just pull a lot of these in. I feel like bringing a lot of these guys further in is just the smartest ploy, because then I can take these guys away from here. This area seems silly to me to have houses. This is quite fine. This area could be my new housing area, actually, because it's got one of these already built for me. I feel like that is the way to go. Yeah, if I build those, then we can destroy back here. We are producing a lot of coal, and we've got that upgrade now, which is lovely, so we can actually move to infirmaries. Or do I go for the healthcare installation? Gives us even more warmth, I think is a good step. That's nice. You got there. Nothing available, but the last camp. Maybe that's got some steam things that we can use, and we can start to move on. All of those being built nice, which is good. I definitely want to start now just destroying my tents. I was about to say, if I do that, that, and that, we've got a lot of people moving in the right places, and these areas, I think, are the next ones. Okay, fine. I think that's a good amount to get rid of. Good. Okay, I'm going to try and feed everybody. I think that that is the tactic. We're getting a lot of people that are hungry, but we've got so many avenues to get food in that I think I should be able to do it. I should maybe focus on soup, though. I think soup will be my next plan. We are now just focusing on getting hope up, so I think this actually may be my masterstroke of a game. Definitely need to get more people in these cookhouses. They should be full. These wooden ruins I need to work hard on, as with these. Although we are now getting wood in other directions. Do I keep building? I feel like I need to upgrade a lot of these with my time. Okay, that's, I think, a good plan for tonight. We are focusing on getting people well, but the fact is that if we are then getting bunkhouses, at least that feels like we are keeping people toasty. Because this is like we are stockpiling a load through this method. Is that space for one of these? I don't know, actually. Steel and steam hubs. We've got one of them, which is nice. And a mighty wreck. Let's go there and see if we can get any more steam hubs. I feel like going here and going soup is my only real plan. I know that it drops happiness, but it does mean that things are just going to be much, much quicker. We require raw food, but it means we're going to be using raw food a bit more productively. Yeah, let's let her have a day off. We've got plenty of people to work. I could even put more people, actual people in here, which is good. And we are getting a lot more food in, I think. If I was to go to my graphs and look at food, food processing, food ration gain per day, food, I need to just get more food production, because this is like the best thing, but it's just being stuck. So I do need to get a lot more hunters, I think, is the way to go. Maybe my next researching should be hunters once I've got this up and running. Look, good, that's it, the child will live. That's big. And we're oh my goodness, look here, we're going to be feeding so many people. Voices in the ruins. Yep, we're going to go over here now. I can definitely send 100% of my people in this area. Nice. Good. We're focusing on that. In terms of feeding, we have got so much food. Come on, people need to eat. Just people need to be eating as much as we can. Cut off his leg, I'm afraid. We need to keep people moving through our system, which is nice. This area is now so clear, actually. I feel like that's about to disappear as well, we hope. Nice. This area is just done now. So it means I can definitely use... I need to go... Food, you need to go for a hunter's hut, and I need to start building more of them. Maybe over here is the place to go, 1, 2, because those will both be on the area. So you have now got nothing to build, so we'll destroy you. I feel like getting some people over here on these materials should be good. In terms of food, we are starting to move in the right direction. It just feels like we are stuck in a little bit. Tech... It does seem as if I was to go here, like there was a spot for one, but I think we've used it already. Which is fine. Getting that wood, I think, is a real big bonus. I do think now I should get my final these on the go, because these just should not be existing in this town. Having tents just seems just out of use for everything. Okay, now we're going to go for a food improvement, which I think is going to be to do hunting tactics, which is nice. Another load of steam cores, nice, and lots of this. We've got a stone ship, windswept fields. I could go here. I would like to pull some of this stuff back soon, but I think that we're doing all right. I'm upgrading as much as I can, because we're about to go to a double drop. It turns out we've got so much stuff. Okay, let's spam as many people in as we can into a lot of these. Where are people working? About to say, we've got a lot of... Do I want people over here working on these, or do I just want people collecting food for us now? I feel like I need people collecting food for us. Seems a bit much, I know, but we're focusing on getting food in, which just is important. It's weird that we're doing this. If I now look at economy and look at food, raw food gain is 119 per day. All of these should be working at kind of full capacity. Hot houses should be producing a good amount of stuff. This hunter's hut needs to have... Can I look at this one, please? And get people in it. It does just seem a bit like I'm not... Food. I feel like maybe it's the question of now upgrading the food. Hunting tactics is a good first step. Nice. We're keeping everyone nice and warm. If I go here and look at this, we're now no longer getting people in tents, which just seem pointless to have. Given that this is there, I can maybe put this on. I don't know, maybe for consumption? Yeah, that's fine. Just means that we're keeping things a little bit warmer than they need to be. We're trying our hardest to keep this number down, but I just need to kind of work harder, I think. You've reached the stone ship. Was there nothing there? A mass grave. Gee, okay, let's try and deal with that if we can. In terms of purpose, what's the next thing I could do? Hope will rise slightly. I think that's a good one to go for, because that will give me a boost in the right direction. I'm now about halfway through my time. I've got 4 days left to try and push hope up. It's a bit of a difficulty, but I think this is going to be the hardest part. But I'm now focusing on keeping everyone happy. And look at this. You know what? I'm taking kids out of here. We're getting proper people working at these. And then we're getting as much as we can. Just in terms of food, there should be enough. Look at the amount of food that's coming in. Come on, people. Just eat the food. And we should be fine. What's this saying? Hope will rise. Nothing will change at the moment. I'm going to do that for nothing will change. But I think that we are moving in the right direction. Come on. People just eat food. From fire and dividends. And so we've noticed that the dead in the soap have been divided into two heaps. In one lie the victims of the fires and the brutal attempts to facilitate the riots, many with gunshot wounds. On the other, the charred corpses of the perpetrators, the previous leader and his men. Some talk about throwing them out of the city. They've already paid for their crimes. Hope will rise. I care more about hope than I care about the other one, which is nice. Come on, we're just getting so much food. More steam cores. 2 steam cores, nice. We're now going to just head back with all of our steam cores, because those were the main things. Hunting tactics have been researched, giving me a whole load more people, I think. I was about to say, because this is now 60, I could double that production. I feel like this is also better. And I could then upgrade these. Or maybe I go for infirmary. A steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than in medical outposts, and I feel like this is... The infirmaries I just kind of need to have. We're doing alright overall. We're about to need to just push up everything else, though. Come on. You know what? Have I got this? I don't have the ability to make them work longer. I know I've got this discontent, but that's something I need to do. Once this runs out, I'm going to make them work to produce as much food as we can do. We're emergency shifting it, of course. And we are going to do this. Please, just work and get ourselves soup. Please, as much soup as we can to push down the number of people who are starving to death. Weird that I want that to happen, but yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're going to start being in a bit of a... There we are, we're in a much lower... Oh, unfortunately. We must do something about it. I'm going to get prosthetics law in place within 5 days. We are so very close now. I feel like we're about to find about a bit more. You've reached the windswept fields. There's nothing to do. You could go for a snowy hill, but I think you just need to get back to Winterhome with all your stuff. That is fine. A bit annoying that we just don't have... Oh, come on. People just need to eat now. We've got so much food. Okay, we need to push this up to level 2. Is that going to be high enough? Things still going to be up and running, which is good. Nice. Consumption, 18 hours left. Let them be. They won't hurt anyone anymore. Will rise greatly. Let's banish them, actually. I don't need more people. Come on, eat the food that's now available for you, please. Voices in the ruins. Yep, we're going to focus on getting people over there, which is good. And just trying to work out my best route here now. We have got enough food for everyone to eat, so please do eat. If I now think about a few other areas. Keeping everyone fed should be a good area. This is just going to now be difficult to get people happy. This one should help as well. I just need to push up hope, I think. If I go to people, I'm just trying to think. I could maybe now get a public house back in. If I can get a public house somewhere that's useful, within areas that are... There we go, that's a nice place to put that. And then over here, I kind of want to go to resources. I do want to get some more coal mines once our people are back. I feel like we're producing a lot of coal. So if I get one of these in an area that can be actually warmed up, like there, then I can start to like be producing a lots of it, which is nice. Come on, just eat the food. Eat the food before we run out. The hungry were fed. Nice. We are doing really quite well there. That gives us a good hope push. In terms of this, it says we've got low coal. I feel like that's not really on us. We're going to get this on the go, which is going to help a lot of people be happy. We're going to get this on the go, which is going to produce even more coal for us. That is something that is, I feel, very, very good to keep us going. I do need more people almost. We've now got maximum amounts of food. So we're now going to go to purpose, and we're going to try and increase hope. So this here is going to be the propaganda can just give you bulletins. Discontent will rise slightly. Patrol. Each joke will reduce discontent and raise hope. So let's do that and get patrol. And we can then start to use the patrols as a method of keeping things on the way. With using 10 food rations, I actually now have got the ability to do that, which is a nice way of doing this. We have now got the ability to use infirmaries once we get some more of these steam coals. I need to work out what I want to do with these steam things, but I think we are in a situation now where I have got the ability to succeed here. I do need to sign the prosthetics law. It's very, very soon. That is a target. In terms of what else I can do. Resources. A lot of stuff here seems useful. Mining optimization could give me the opportunity to do a lot. In terms of this, I could get improved heaters, even though I think we're currently in the deep cold, aren't we? We're at the coldest we're going to be for a little while, so that's fine. If I now look at maybe the factory's the way to go, or maybe another set of scouts. There's no downside to getting another set of scouts, I think, and that's the main thing. However, given that we are currently 45 minutes in, I think I am going to leave it here for today. Thank you very much for watching. I have hoped you enjoyed this one so far, and it's actually going really well. My food situation is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Now it's just the sickness that I need to deal with, but that's my next step. I will see you all next time. If you have liked, please like, subscribe, and do all of that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra.